Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Tastings with Tim and Manda. I don't know why I had to say it like that. Anyway, we are here with a mini-series within a mini-series, Cheesie's Extravaganza.
I don't think anybody knows what a cheesy is. Cheese curls.
They're fucking cheesies.
We didn't want to say cheese puffs, or because like
cheese poofs.
That would include the little balls that we're not including, because they're, I don't know.
That might be separate. So we have 5 different kinds right now, different like brands, main brands, blah blah blah.
These are the big 2 in my head.
I wish we would have been able to get the wise ones though.
Yeah.
Like
those are pretty common too.
Yes.
We're gonna try and find other ones. Like we found a flavored one of the wise, but not the regular. There's
gonna be like a part 2 and a part 3. I don't know how many parts this is gonna be because there's so many kinds.
I think we'll be able to remember. When we find more, we'll try them and be like, well, that's better or that was worse.
And we'll have this to reference to. But right as it stands right now, we have this first chunk. Then we have flavored ones, which will be coming at a later point. And then there's going to be store brands, which we do have a Wegmans store brand, so we're probably going to make reference to that in that video.
Luckily, it's a huge bag, so they'll probably still be here.
So I mean like Wegmans tops, whatever, but that's not this video. We're going to focus on this. Tim has picked the order in which we are trying things in.
Why don't we try and give like a something out of 5 rating for like taste and texture, and then that'll help us compare, because we're going to be crossing categories in every video basically.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on when we found it. I suppose if you only knew one brand of like cheese snack, it's probably Cheetos. I've always been a fan of the puffs. I do not like regular Cheetos at all. It's like the cheese is different, it doesn't taste as good as this cheese, and the texture is weird. I don't like them. Also, as somebody who loves spicy food, I do not understand the love for Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I mean, I do. I think it's the same, I'll call it the Takis phenomenon, where like they're kind of objectively gross, but you can't stop eating them because they just hammer all 3 cravings at once, like salty, sweet, crunchy. It's like a food drug basically. They're not that good, it's just you can't stop eating them. That and the amount of horrible things I've seen people mix Flamin' Hot Cheetos in.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible. But anyway, they definitely are some of the best as far as like size.
Oh, yeah.
They're consistent in texture usually. I like to spin it in my mouth and like lick all the cheese off. And you kind of get these grooves in it from your teeth.
I like to suck on them.
They're kind of like, it's like if you ever really wanted to eat packing peanuts, if you suck on it, you can kind of like dissolve it in your mouth as you like suck your spit through it. That sounds really gross. But
yeah, you probably shouldn't word it like that. Okay.
They're a little light on flavor. The texture is great. Nice light crunch. They don't have a ton of flavor. Kind of buttery, like vaguely cheesy. They definitely hit the spot. So I think the next, we'll go to Airs, Hers, or Hairs, I don't know. On first inspection,
they're a lot smaller.
They're a little less girthy and they're not as long.
They don't curve.
They smell like cheesier.
There's more cheese, but it has a different texture. They're like softer.
It's almost the same texture. I think it's just because they're smaller.
More crunchy.
I wouldn't say softer, they just fall apart more. But they have
when they fall apart, they're like more wet.
Yeah, they're a little cheesier. Also, you can actually eat those biodegradable packing peanuts. They're made out of cornmeal or different starches and things. So in some cases, they're literally this, just without seasoning. Now we're in a kind of subcategory of a lot of cheese curls don't say what flavor they are. If anything, it's cheddar, but going back to Cheetos and Wegmans, these are both white cheddar.
So I feel like we should do the jacks before the white cheddar.
Okay.
Otherwise, we should have started with these.
Alright, so our final entry in this...
Drop the little kitty butthole coaster in the bag.
Final entry in generic, like, here's an orange cheese curl. These do specify cheddar. They smell very cheesy. These are what I grew up with eating because my mom loves them. I'll try and find an example of each.
They're small, they got the curl.
They're curly and small, and there's kind of like 2 textures. That one is kind of fluffy with cheese.
They're like extra crunchy. Sometimes there's some that are lacking in that cheese flavor, but the crunch kind of makes up for it.
So there's some that are fluffy with cheese, and others that are more, they have like a harder, more consistent, like smooth texture on the outside.
See, it's a hit and miss. Like, you either get one that's really good or you get one that's kind of meh. And I think that's why I like the other brands better than this one.
But these have the best cheese flavor by far. Out of the 3 regular orange cheddar.
Wait, give me one of each. Okay, yeah, Cheetos is a close second.
The other 2 get bogged down in being like buttery the more you think about it, you realize they kind of taste like nothing. Jack's, I think, have the best cheese flavor. To the mini category of white cheddar, going back to Cheetos, these are baked, or no, they're simply Cheeto Puffs. Okay, whatever that means.
They're baked. No, they're simply.
Like, if these are simple, what are the other ones? Complicated.
Is it more calorie-wise or the same?
So these are white cheddar.
Oh, they're thin.
They're skinny, not very curved. Some have a curve. Like, you got different sizes here. Smell very, kind of like the white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah, that's what that is.
They're denser, but they're less crunchy.
They kind of like stick to the roof of your mouth.
It's a softer crunch.
Yeah.
Not bad though.
The texture really loses it there. I do like the white cheddar, but the texture really throws me off.
Yeah, the texture is far worse than a regular Cheeto Puff. Let's see how the Wegmans white cheddar do. Biggest bag in history. So these are kind of like popcorn shrimp sized.
Oh my god, they're tiny.
So these are little. They smell much more like real cheddar.
Better texture, not that good of a flavor. That tastes like your styrofoam.
There's much less flavor. The flavor that is there does taste like real cheddar, but there's almost no flavor at all. And yeah, you're acutely aware that you're just eating puffed up cornmeal with dust on it.
I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in Wegmans for this one, because I was actually expecting it to be like pretty good.
I think it is good in its own way, in how simple it is. It's a little under seasoned, but...
Yeah, but that is our part one. Normally I would just do like, this would just be one part of like a really long video, but I don't want to do that. So
you're gonna do this as its own video?
Yeah, and then we can add it to the our chip group friends. Hello! But yeah, so stay tuned. There's going to be a couple more cheesy tastings, and as always, if you have any ideas for shit that we should taste, not shit, thank you, come again. Please send us a message, comment down below, and we'll work something out. Another thing we got brewing is potentially energy drinks because I hate them and it would be funny, and
There's
some
so many.
soda.
You could do a whole video on mouse grilling.
Yeah, I could do a whole video of you eating things and chewing on the camera. Anyway, so that is it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and until the next one.